Okay, so in this video I want to talk about self-perception, self-acceptance, but more from my perspective, how it was in my life and how it's still ongoing. So you might see me in my videos that I am quite certain or confident in my statements, in my ideas, in what I'm telling you, but I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always so confident and standing up for what I think and what I want to tell you. And I know it might seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, or like I'm too confident. Like, for example, religious bigots, or just, yeah, religious bigots, or like people who believe the science so much, they talk with such confidence that it may seem like they know what they are talking about, but they might be entirely wrong, believing a wrong narrative. But me, I the things I'm confident in, it comes from my own experience. It comes from my own research, my own contemplating and whatnot. Like I think about things before I influence other people with them. Most of the time. But I wasn't always like this. I used to be so, yeah, I used to talk down on myself. Where do I start with this? So there was one point where I was quite good at a video game and other people would admire me. Not too much, like I wasn't that good, but enough that people would respect me. But I would tell them like, yo, don't believe in me, I don't want to let you down, I don't want to disappoint you, or I'm a goofy, I'm a nobody, I'm not good. And I would talk like this when I would see someone praising me, or hear someone praising me, or like giving me kudos, respect. And I was used to not being appreciated for my good values, for my efforts, for anything, just solely by my parents, how they raised me or didn't raise me, like how they treated me. They always treated me as if I was nothing, as my values, like as if I wasn't special, nothing was special about me, or whenever I would show something unique or I would excel at something, they wouldn't acknowledge it. They were too busy about their own life or the mainstream stuff. Yeah, they didn't really raise me. So just not because they didn't raise me, I became bad, but it's because how they treated me that also influenced me and sort of raised me. And they always treated me as if I was worthless, as if I wasn't special, or just not really helping me to pursue my potential at anything. And I was a talented kid, bright kid. I could excel at anything, but they didn't really give me anything to latch onto. So I destroyed a lot of opportunities with this mindset. Everything was fine, but every good thing that came into my life, I repelled with this self-perception. I was negative, and the people that liked me, because I still am myself. Like, you can see a person's personality or the brightness, right? And that's what you like. But there was something wrong about me that I was negative. I was groomed into being this self-hating, and I was in a distress, really. Not in a good environment, household-wise. And there's only so much other people would put up with, and they slowly drifted away from me. Because they have their own problems, and I don't know, I didn't really know how to work on things, because I was still troubled by my household. So I had to leave, actually. Yeah. Things didn't really get any good till I left my household, my parents. And they didn't want to let me leave, but somehow it happened. It's a complicated and long story. But yeah, right now I'm here, and I would live with my parents if they were normal and knew how to treat me, but they don't know. Yeah, they still don't know. Till this day they cannot, and that's also a complicated story. But living like this is not optimal. Like, I think family should be close, very close. And yeah, they should go about things together, work things through together, because this world can be very, very harsh, especially nowadays. It's dark times. It's very hard. You cannot thrive. It's harder than, like, it's exponentially harder than it was before. 40 years ago, for example. Very, very much different. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Like, I worked on myself. I knew that was an issue. I couldn't be like this if I wanted my life to get somewhere. If I wanted to be able to respect myself, I had to do something about it. And I put a lot of effort. Really did. And it's not done. The work is not done. But that's what I'm working on. Like, to be able to respect myself, because whatever people say, that just tell yourself that you love yourself and whatnot, I have to earn it. I feel like I have to earn it. Otherwise, I would be delusional and lying to myself, right? So, working on it right now. And I didn't have boundaries. So I would let people step over me, and like, I know it's your parents that are very close. I would let them like treat me badly just to please them. And that taught me a harsh lesson, that for trust you pay the highest of prices. But whenever I say this, I know what I'm talking about because I went through it. And I understand it deeply, as it impacted my life to a deep level. A lot of people would, like, it's funny because people will challenge you everywhere. They will test you and see what you're about, and try to bring you down. But you cannot let them. You gotta have your boundaries. You gotta know who you are, what you stand for, so that these people don't really impact you and don't bring you down, because you deserve to thrive. You deserve to shine. And if you don't know who you are, then whatever these people say, it can get you in dark places mentally. So when you know who you are, what you're about, what you stand for, you will always have a recalibrating point, and you could call it home. And we all deserve a home. One might say, I am building my home. Thanks for listening.